Hi, I'm Dean with Old English Outfitters, and today we're going to be reviewing the new Daniel Defense H9. Now, for those of you who don't know, the H9 has a rather interesting history. So this gun was first announced at SHOT Show 2017, and if you've been involved with the gun industry, you probably remember pictures of this being on every magazine, everywhere on social media, people talking about them. But they never really came available. It was impossible to find from the actual company. Hudson was the original manufacturer and designer of this firearm. You could never find them. They were unobtainable in every way, and they had some reliability issues and a few other things going on. Inevitably, Hudson went bankrupt in 2019. After a few iterations of this gun, the company just never took off, and the firearm was no longer made. Daniel Defense acquired the patent for this design and got to work redesigning a few things and trying to get these out for production. Quite a few years later, in January 2024, Daniel Defense releases the H9. The main reason that this gun is a little weird looking and designed different is you have the recoil system seated very low into the frame, so low that you have to have a little bit of a frame extension to get the bore axis as close as you can to riding on the slide rails. In addition, this has all the same kind of feel as a 1911, kind of, but has the benefits of being a striker fire pistol and the safeties of a striker fire pistol. So there is no hammer. You have a back plate similar to how you would on a lot of striker fires, almost all of them. However, your trigger here looks like an upside down 1911 trigger with a safety blade. What that translates to is a drop-safe striker fire gun that feels a lot like shooting a 9mm 1911. As far as the design of the pistol, it's a short guide rod and recoil spring, and then your barrel camming system is in front of your trigger guard, all the way up here instead of back here, so you can sit that barrel down a lot lower into the frame. Comes with G10 grip scales, 3 15-round magazines in the box. And you do have a beaver tail here, but it is not a grip safety. It is fixed. Though it is a separate piece, it does not actuate. It is not part of a safety feature. Full ambi controls, so you can flip your mag release, and then you have a slide release on both sides. The trigger, as we said already, you've got a straight pull 1911 style trigger, but functions like a striker fire trigger would. And then you do have a 1913 rail down here for lights and accessories. Now these tabs, this is how you take the pistol apart, very similar to how a Glock works. You need to grasp both of them and pull them down with the slide out of battery, and that's going to let the pistol open after you dry fire the trigger. Now the slide, you do get a very nice set of fiber optic sights. So you have a black serrated rear and then a fiber optic front. They're very nice. The fiber optic is what I would say the right size. Some of them are way too big. Personal preference, I don't like the really small ones. This is a nice medium thickness, so it has a lot of good luminescence to it when you're in bright light, but it's not obtrusive. You do have an optics ready platform. Now this uses a plate system. When you purchase the gun, you can redeem for 1 free plate from Daniel Defense. They have other plates you can purchase on their website. If you know anything about firearms and how they're designed, the idea of this gun screams performance. But I don't feel like it really delivered, not in a way that was super noticeable, that kind of put my jaw on the floor. I shot it and I was like, that's fine. It was better than a lot of 9mm pistols, but not near as good as I would have thought. For as low as the bore axis is, the recoil difference was not that great. The trigger was better than some striker fires, but worse than all 1911s. There's a question that's been asked by a few reviewers already, is who is this for? It's not a full-size pistol. I wouldn't call it a duty pistol or a service pistol. It's 15-round capacity, which is good, but it's heavier than pretty much all compacts that are available, so I wouldn't necessarily call it a CCW gun. And because of its shorter grip and just general plainness, I wouldn't really call it a race gun. So who's this for? Really, I think it's for people that always wanted to buy the Hudson H9. Beyond that, it doesn't have a specific home in any type of pistol shooting. It's well designed, it's reliable, it shoots well, but again, I wouldn't necessarily call it exceptional. Now, it looks cool. Cannot take that away from it. This thing is a sweet looking gun. But the recoil, for as low as the bore axis is, it did not have the least amount of pistol recoil for 9mm that I've ever felt in my life. The grip feels pretty good. For me, it's a little thin, but most people would probably like it. But the front and back strap are a little odd. The backstrap is very round, like a Shield Plus almost, but not quite as thin. And the front strap is very square. So you have that weird offset of both to where the pistol doesn't necessarily feel rounded or ergonomic. And then the back strap here, where they have it inserted, the corners where it starts the beaver tail were snagging the heck out of my thumb. Very uncomfortable, and if you run your thumb over them, you can feel a sharp corner. So that wasn't necessarily very comfortable to shoot. I'm impressed and unimpressed. I'm impressed with the design. I think Daniel Defense did make the H9 what it was supposed to be. They made it reliable, they made it durable, while keeping the look and function and design of the gun. It's fine, it's well built, it looks nice, it shoots good, but for the amount of money that you're paying, I don't think this pistol necessarily performs in the way that it should. And again, who is this for? I wouldn't use this as a CCW gun, or a duty gun, or a competition gun. So unless you've got money burning a hole in your pocket, and you have just always wanted to own a Hudson H9, I don't know that this gun is necessarily going to be for you. Guys, that's the review. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. In addition, we do have an Instagram, @OEOutfitters. Please go over there, check it out, and give us a follow. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.